Do we have any vacation fans in the building right now? We have some of the vacation family here today. Please give it up first for Dana Barron. Next up on the stage, please welcome Anthony Michael Hall. And last but certainly not least, please welcome Clark Griswold himself. Please give it up for Chevy James. Keep it going, Fan Expo Thunder for Chevy, Michael, and Dana. How's everybody doing? All right, Denver fans, let's hear it one more time. Y'all, it is summertime, and it is also the 40th anniversary of the original Vacation film. Give it up for the 40th anniversary. Let's hear it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate everything you do. And, you know, this guy, forgot his name. Anyway.
Let me check it. Anthony Michael Hall.
That's it, Anthony. Don't I call you Tony anymore? Oh, it's Michael. We used to call you Michael.
That's right.
The height of puberty, 1982.
Oh no, we lost Chevy Chase on it, but you got to win his live here first. Talk to us about the longevity of this film. Again, 40 years, it is an annual tradition for many fans and many folks to watch all of the Vacation films, but also specifically the original, the OG, National Lampoon's Vacation. And look at this packed house and all the people coming to see you. Let's go down the line, just talk a little bit about the longevity of this film and this film series. Dana, why don't you kick us off, and then we'll go down.
We are technically icons now.
Yeah.
I'm told. And I always sign my pictures Audrey #1 so people do not forget. It's just amazing to be part of an American icon family that's so beloved by everybody. Like the best, she say best family in movies?
Yeah, come on, best family in movies for sure.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get back to you on that later.
Thank you for that, Dana. Dana, you're wearing the Wally World regalia there too.
About those Marty Moose ears,
Yeah,
guys.
Marty Moose ears out there. Who owns a Wally World T-shirt? I know there's probably some people out there. Talk about Anthony.
Apparently not.
Anthony, talk about it as well. Just coming back to it, 40 years later, the Vacation film, the original, being so popular. What does that mean to you?
It means the world to me because I got my career.
That's enough.
Very good.
I'll take that.
Fletch lived. Okay.
It's like father and son back together again.
Exactly.
Everybody.
Rust the feet.
Shut up, Rusty.
Yeah, exactly. Used to his shit. It's okay. No, honestly, it gave me my career thanks to John Hughes, the late great Matty Simmons,
Yes.
the late great Harold Ramis. Let's give it up for those gentlemen. And it was just a great privilege and a blast to work with. What's your name? Chevy. Chevy's being nice today, guys. Enjoy while it lasts. But anyway, no, listen, this got my career going, and I'm just grateful for it. And I'm really happy that the film found a wide audience and has led to so many other great comedies, and it's just a blast to be a part of.
Yeah, it's amazing. Chevy, talk about it as well, originating the character of Clark Griswold, and then the longevity not only of the original film, but the series in general. We get, Christmas Vacation, European Vacation, Vegas Vacation. Give some love to all the iterations. Such an iconic character. When we think of, you said the most iconic family, right? We have the most iconic dad, I think, too, in film history here as Clark Griswold. Talk about it, that people still go back to it 40 years later and are still recognizing you and loving you for this portrayal of this character.
I'm sorry, I can't talk about that.
Too many spoilers for the sequels?
Well, I mean, you just answered every question you had. Hi. Hi. Here's the way I feel. I've got like, my knee hurts. I'm almost 80. Do you realize that? So I don't know if I should shave with this thing or talk. Anyway, I'm amazed at the ability of folks like you to actually remember any of this stuff. I mean, it's been so long, but you know, we celebrate at home. I just lied. We celebrate. This is my life. I live with my wonderful wife of 43 years, my 3 daughters, my dogs, cats,
Horses.
my family, basically. So, and I hope that many of you here have the same love of your families.
Yeah.
Because that's the most fun thing in my life. And then every so often, like every year or something, we come out here and do this, and I'm so sort of shocked and amazed at that. But it's great to see an actual audience, because you never, when you make a movie, you don't see anybody. Sure. It's not like a hi everybody, nothing. But to actually see the people who like the stuff I do.
Yes.
It's
We
great.
love it.
Yeah, we showed up here.
I'm so amazed by it. Thank you so much. I really mean it. And I love these kids.
Yes.
Because they still are kids to me. Because it's some
Dad.
great memories.
Say Dad.
Dad. Yeah. That's good. Russ? Feet? Oh, there you go.
Russ and Audrey, #1, as Dana said, right? Yeah. I love hearing that, Chevy, that you love meeting the fans in person, because when a movie comes out, you don't necessarily see that. Talk a little bit about the interactions. What do fans come up to you and thank you for, say to you? Let's start with you, and then I want to go down the line again.
I usually charge them.
Yeah.
And if they say anything, I say that's $40. No, well, they do come up to me, with a gun or a knife or something. They say, what did I do?
Yeah.
And I say,
That's why we have those Black Ops.
You made those lousy movies. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it just reminds me of all the fun I've had
For sure.
doing it. And I may be the funniest guy in the world. Right?
It's here in Denver.
Maybe Charlie Chaplin and Anthony, but then it's me.
So you go Charlie 1, Anthony 2.
That's right.
Chevy 3. Anthony, talk about meeting the fans in person. What makes that different, or just feel different than just hearing about it or seeing their love? Yeah.
Quite honestly, no audience, no job for us. So we love you guys, and you guys make it happen. And honestly, I've been doing these shows for 15 years. I love it. It's a great business. It's a very family, interactive thing. And it's a lot of fun. And the view is from behind the table. You guys look great out there, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Cosplay shit is really going somewhere. And I love it. If these things prove one thing, it's that Halloween is not enough. Thank you very much. Dana.
Hi. I wanted to start singing that, Holiday Road song, right? Yeah. Okay, can we all sing it together?
Can we get a sing along? Let's do it.
I don't know it.
Ready?
Holiday Road. Come on, guys.
That's great. Okay, thank you. So
Don't
good.
give up our day jobs, huh? Holy shit, that was not so good.
Where's the Tylenol?
I love that you bring that song, Dana, because the music is such an important part of the film, and it's a way that families bond, right? The opening scene is Ellen and Clark singing songs to annoy their children or to bond with their children. Yeah.
Oh, my favorite moment too is when Beverly and Chevy are in the kitchen and they're having a parental discussion about the upcoming trip, and Chevy's being handed the dirty dishes and he washes them, wipes them, and then puts them right back in the cabinets.
Perfect.
Very nice.
No, I just wipe them. I don't wash them, right?
Right,
The
that's what I meant,
dishes
Jeff.
and the sink's running and all that. I just take the thing, wipe them, and then
Yes, sir.
I think that's pretty funny. See, I do good comedy, good physical stuff, physical comedy. I'm a physical comedian. I can't even say it. I'm a physical comedian. I commonly fish in the gale.
All those great pratfalls on SNL, guys. Come on.
Poor crowd. I don't know.
This man threw his body into it, didn't he?
Everything's good.
We're loving it.
I'm
Talk about the.
I'm sorry about the language.
No, that's okay.
I'm just going to say that my number one question that people come and ask me is, what is Chevy Chase really like?
Talk about a high fastball.
I know what you meant. I'm back.
This is a family, though, right? You talk about family, Chevy, at the beginning being the important theme of the movie, of the films, and this is what families are like, right? They disagree, they argue, but at the end, they all get through it together because they love each other. I went rewatching the film this
Will
week.
you mind your own business? What do you know about our family?
I watched it so many times. A lot. How many times have you seen it? Like, make some noise if you've seen it over 10 times out there. This film.
Is that true, really?
Yes, wow, over and over again, and recently. So we all love it for that reason, and you all portray that so well on screen. I want to talk to you both first, just about coming in as young performers, young actors. What was it like being in the presence of Mr. Chevy Chase? Did you know about him coming into it? Yeah.
Well, I was lucky enough to have Anthony Michael Hall,
Yes.
to school me on who everybody was. Because, as I always say, it's like John Candy came on.
Did you say to screw me? What the heck happened here?
Yeah, we took a left turn.
Schooled me, but you can
Earmuffs,
say
kids.
screwed me.
Not you, schooled you, schooled.
Schooled me.
Yeah.
But it's like, I really didn't know much, because, being 16, I didn't.
Sure.
He was such an aficionado on everybody. He quickly taught me who everybody was, from Emma Jean Coca, we miss desperately, John Candy,
Yes.
Eddie Bracken. He's like, do you know who these people are? He was so up on everybody. It was fantastic.
I was a kid, thank you, Dan. I was a kid who grew up in the 70s, and SNL was so important to me. I used to have to get permission to stay up late to watch the great Chevy, and Bill, and Gilda, and Belushi, all the greats. So it was honestly a privilege and an honor. And I just looked up to Chevy, I still do. And I feel 14 in his presence still. Very nice.
Did you just fart? Something wafted just. I saw you shift.
It was an air biscuit, Jeff, just for you.
So,
So for you, Chevy, then, yeah, with these child actors coming in, how is it working with them on screen? Because it seems like you're a family. People leave you as a family on screen.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a homosexual. Yeah.
Did you feel like you were there as a role model for them, or did they come in and you were just right
A
there?
role model?
Yeah, they said they looked up
I
to you.
paid no attention to them.
Don't
It's
push
all
it,
about
Mike.
me. Are you kidding? If I had to have a scene with them, I'd say that's, $60. Come on. No, they really were kids. How
Yes.
about, what I loved was when we were sitting on a rock or something, you and I were talking.
Yeah.
And my glasses just sort of felt like, did they just sort of end up like,
Yeah.
it's like this, like that? And I continued, we just talked on it, and you just behaved as if nothing was wrong.
And you forgot her name, which is great. You and Audrey. That's right.
yeah,
Audrey.
so good.
Yeah. You and,
Audrey.
Audrey, yeah.
Good talk, Dan.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. One of the most iconic scenes, right, the father-son talk on the rock after the car crashes. Being from SNL, how much of those moments, like the glasses falling, did you just let happen? Where they improvised? You were just trying things out and seeing
Yes.
how it landed.
Totally improvised. What do you think I could make it happen? It just happened.
Yeah, no, it's
I was shaking my head or something, and and I thought, let's keep going.
Yeah.
It must be one of the funniest things to see.
Oh, it's so good.
People laugh, and that's what I do. I make people laugh. And I think laughter is really insignificant in our lives.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I didn't say that. No, I think it's the most important thing. I mean, honestly, for all of you, whatever the trials and tribulations are in your families, et cetera, between young ones and older ones and all that, if you laugh together, it gives you perspective.
Yes.
Sense of humor is a sense of perspective of what's righter and what's wronger and what's good and what's bad. That's what it's all about. So if you have the laughter, you have the perspective, and you have good families and good people around you. Good night. Thank you.
Nice.
I'm very serious about that.
Oh, and that's why that movie is so important to us as fans, because we laugh, we get emotional as we see you. Talk about being on set, Dana, Michael. Was it hard to keep the giddy laughs out in certain moments? Were there any times you remember a lot of fans asking about, breaking on camera, or were there moments that you remember, or scenes, that stood out to you?
Let me tell you something.
Go for it.
There's, Billy Murray. This is another movie, obviously, but Billy, didn't ever want to crack, He just wanted to play. Hey, Carl, what was he? His name was Carl, right?
Yeah, in Kajak, yeah.
What was I? Ty. Anyway, we did that scene between the two of us where I wanted to, can I play, do you mind if I play through? Yeah, sure, all that. And at one point he said, you have a pool, don't you? And I just came up with, yeah, we have a pool and a pond. Pond would be good for you. If you look at Billy, you ever see this movie again, you'll see him crack. He goes, yeah, well, like that,
You got him.
I got him.
Yeah.
It's a very tough job to get Bill, but I got him.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love it. Love it. You gotta look out for that scene. No, that's great.
Caddyshack, come on, another classic, guys. Caddyshack.
I know. Chevy talking it like it's just a random indie movie nobody ever saw.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
What does this say on my hat?
Yeah, Bushwood. There it is.
Bushwood
Got
Country
everybody.
Club. I came up with that name.
Oh, really?
Bushwood. Yep.
Love it. Dana,
That's
Michael,
all I'll
again,
say
any
about it.
moments, any iconic scenes or favorite scenes from, this is a fan question that came in, from the original film where you just couldn't get through it, or you just had so much fun?
I think that Michael had brought up the smelly foot. That's my favorite story. So when they're
Which one was
driving, the smelly foot scene, where he sticks his foot in basically next to your face. You're like, what's that smell? And I love that. I don't know why.
What's that?
Ross, check in on this purse. How much you have? 11 cents there. 11 cents, very nice. One of my favorites is when we got to work with the late, great John Candy. That was a reshoot, guys. Do you know the story behind that? Let's give it up for John Candy.
Yep.
Please. So if you guys don't know this, Marvel just came out in Entertainment Weekly. There was a different ending. Originally what happened was Chevy takes Roy Wally hostage at his mansion. And
That's
so
right.
It was hilarious. It was
The original ending was took
And he
place
makes
on
them-
his porch, not even in the funny club. What is it?
at the mansion. It was a
Yeah.
mansion.
His
No, it took
estate.
place on his porch at the mansion. Then we reshot it with us at the what do you call it? Magic Mountain. Yeah, Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
At the
Entertainment.
Park. Entertainment park. What do you call it? Amusement park. God,
Six Flags, Jeff. Come
I
on.
can't believe that I've lost so much.
I remember
That's
having-
right, amusement park. Anyway, yeah. So now there's where you had. Sorry, folks. Yeah.
Yeah, Harold
That was
Ramis's
Harold-
voice,
That was
yes.
Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis has the
Sorry,
voice.
folks. Blackstone. And then
That's Marty
you get
Moose.
John, it says, no, I'm sorry. The park's. Moose should have told you. It's just he made it up. The Moose should have told you because we'd already done the scene with me looking at the Moose and punching him.
Yeah, that's so good.
God, all the trouble we'd gone through, And then we're in those rides. And can you imagine with John Candy, this is sort of his idea a little bit, that the rides are just hideous, just going around in a circle, nothing. It's
Like
exciting,
a
isn't it?
wooden roller coaster and track. This is the 82.
Finally, we got Eddie Bracken, the oldest guy, Roy Wally, in the scene. We had done the roller coaster, right?
Over and over again.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how many takes of the roller coaster?
I said that,
Sorry, finish the story, yeah.
I said to Eddie, we're doing this in the scene in the roller coaster. I hope you're not frightened of the roller coaster. Oh, are you kidding? I got it in that millions of times. Okay, good. So now we're on the roller coaster going up, and you can see us going up, and then getting to the top, and then just ready to plummet. And as we're plummeting, and you can actually see it when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
He's going, oh, fuck!
And he started to like hurl. I just tried to cover his mouth. I don't know what the hell was.
I mean, that's real stuff.
That's real stuff.
How can you can't make
Yeah,
that
no
up.
stunt doubles there.
And it was funny because the run-up scene when we arrived at the park was actually Santa Anita Racetrack. We shot that there, the Chariots of Fire spoof.
Yeah.
When we get to the park, that's at Magic Mountain, Six Flags. So,
Wow.
Oh, the Magic Mountain, that's right. The Chariots of Fire, da 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 da,
Right.
and we're running.
Right.
And I love that I let you run a little faster.
Right.
And then I kind of catch up to you. And then that catches up. I'm leading the way, and then you get a little faster. It's just a silly scene.
Right.
So good.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's another moment that you really feel compassion and empathy for the family, because who's a big amusement park fan out there? You get there so early, you want to be the first in line.
That's
so you
right.
see the glee, you see the joy, and then as the audience, we slowly realize more and more like what's about to happen.
It's also a testament to test screenings because at
Yeah.
that time the studio had the intelligence to test test the film with the audience, and really the notes that came back were they wanted to see us get to the park. So that's how we did the reshoot 6 months later. And puberty had kicked in. I grew about a foot and had about 3 pimples. Chevy pointed it out first.
What was that?
I just remember when we did the reshoot, I grew about a foot and I didn't look like a different kid. And of course, you brought it up first.
I did.
You were like, nice pimples, kid. Great.
Nice
And then
pimple.
you signed an autograph for me
I
that
don't
day and
remember
said,
that.
to Michael Anthony, you're a regular Robbie Benson. No mas, no mas. If you're going blind, you're doing it right. Chevy Chase.
If you're going blind, you are doing it right. That's right.
Dana, you said over and over again with the roller coasters. How many takes really was that? Because it looks like you all have been on it for the first time, but also many times.
Well, the cameras were ready. It's set, and
Yeah, for sure.
actually attached to the first roller, the first, what do you call it? Car. The car, thank you. That's great. Amusement park and car, I'm going to remember those. And so they were there and ready for us.
Yeah.
And I think we probably shot it twice. Honestly, maybe more. But honestly, it's all set. We're going. How many times you want to do that? It's going to be the same shot.
It's gonna be the same shot, yeah.
So-
Were you a fan of roller coasters, Dana, before, or was this like the first time?
It is a known story. 11 times we wrote it over and over again.
Is that true?
Yes.
See, kids' memory is an important thing.
But I know that later I was told that Beverly and maybe Chevy, they had stunt doubles to kind of handle not having to do it every time. But
No, we didn't. We
I had to
didn't
take
use stunt
Beverly.
doubles.
Well, I know Beverly said that she couldn't do it every time. Like I had to.
But Beverly's a liar. You don't.
I remember sneaking
Well,
onto
she
the
is
set
alive.
when they were shooting the shower scene. I was trying to catch, I got busted by Maddie, he threw me off the set. I was trying to see Beverly topless, which is
He was
all
trying to see
Freudian
his
and all
mother
wrong.
naked.
I kicked off the set, and Chevy did his
So bad.
It was great.
Beverly's love in life was to show her breasts.
Let's call Beverly.
The way she walked, the way, all of that. And suddenly, hey, we got Beverly in the shower. I think she came up with that, And so she's naked.
She was used to being hair. She was in hair for so long.
She was hairy, but anyway.
Sound bites.
Anyway, so there she is. And I mean, it's so obvious. I said to Beth, okay, Beth, you've done it. There they are. They're very beautiful. We'll always
twins.
love you. We'll all love you forever for the most beautiful breasts in the country.
Shout out to Beverly D'Angelo.
Made her
out there.
very
Come on,
happy.
let's hear her,
And
yeah.
Christy Brinkley and Randy.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was thinking.
Then we got Chrissy. I don't know why Chrissy couldn't make it here, but
There was a lot of problems with flights getting here, so we miss them, but we
Oh, that
appreciate
might
them.
be-
They're part of the family as well.
sorry.
Not many people
No, I
can
was
say they've
talking.
gotten hit by Jason. Now I can add that to my resume. Randy actually sent a funny message in character to the fans. He said, "Cousin Eddie couldn't make it. The RV broke down, but he wanted to give you a kiss from him to you across the virtual." So that was a message from Randy.
That's one of my favorite moments. How much are you gonna need, Clark? How much are you gonna need, Eddie? About 52,000.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite of his is, "You serious, Clark?" After I said, you know, to kids, I think I heard something about a sled and Santa coming to this. "You serious, Clark?" My face is like, how much can you take from this guy?
So many great interactions.
That is so funny. And how about when he just takes the spoon and puts it in the mashed potatoes. There's a huge spoonful. And he goes, good. You know, we're all going to eat it. So he's looking right off the serving spoon and then puts it back. This guy's a fantastic actor. I wish he were here, but really, his acting was brilliant.
Yes.
And that's not the way he is as a person. You wouldn't know that he could play that character. It was just so on the money. Well, how about when he first came into the house after I was showing it the lights, and he says, something.
Is this Christmas Vacation? I wasn't in this one, Jim.
Yeah.
What?
I wasn't in
It
Christmas
wasn't our vacation.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wrong film,
Well, it doesn't
different Rusty.
matter.
It's okay, keep on with the story.
They're all the same. You've seen Christmas Vacation, right?
Yes.
So, you know, anyway, he's in the house, and he goes over to that little sculpture with the wood, very delicate sculpture, and he just goes, it just breaks. Right away.
Genius.
Anyway, so.
Well, it was great to see. Yeah,
He was a genius.
Genius. I think, and again, we get another family, right? Especially in the first one, we meet that whole family.
Yes, that's
and
right.
yeah, and it's just fun to see them interact. Some great scenes with the kids. The French kiss scene always comes up as like a fan favorite scene. Dana, the bologna sandwiches.
Bob and your bologna, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Christy dancing.
Yep.
I just happened to be eating that sandwich. And then
Dad, my sandwich is wet.
dancing with her, and she's just so beautiful. And then suddenly, for no reason, I go with the bread. I don't know what it means or looks like, but everybody else seems to know. Because it's a big laugh in the movie. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Classic scene.
You could deliver a kid from that. Okay.
I want to go back. We shouted out Harold Ramis, the late great. John Hughes, obviously involved in the film. Yeah, we give them a big round of applause.
And John Candy and I were very good friends.
Yes.
Excellent friends.
Yeah.
I once went to, I'll just say this.
No, for
I
sure.
once went to John's house to discuss the writing of the movie, to write
Yeah.
some of his scenes.
Yeah.
And as I got there, and Pierre had to walk through the kitchen area to get, and then walk outside up to a little sort of office space he had. And as I looked at the kitchen, like 1 in the afternoon, I look at the kitchen and somebody's taking 2 huge turkeys out of the oven, which was sort of a hint that John was eating a little too much. He was so fat. And God, we loved him.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we all tried to get him to lose weight, but he just couldn't. He just loved eating. It was 2 turkeys. I saw them. Okay, go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's okay. I just wanted to bring up those directors. I'm sure you were familiar at the time with the National Lampoon writers and directors.
Well, I wrote for him.
Exactly. How familiar were you both with those great, amazing directors and writers and comedians at the time? They had done a couple of Animal House, obviously the big one, right before, and then a couple others before Vacation.
I was supposed to be at Animal House.
Really?
Yeah, and Tim Matheson played me. I didn't.
wow.
I turned it down.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Kind of stupid. I could have made another $1 billion.
Well, this film's all molded me. I think Harold had his hands on, some of the greatest comedies of all time.
Yes.
Obviously, Stripes, Caddyshack, he directed.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. It was just incredible. He was such a nice guy. He was so warm-hearted and so great to be around. And he was just great. He was always smiling. When I think of Harold, I just see that
Smile.
smile. And
Humble.
He was a really joyful guy, man. He was awesome. He really was.
Yeah,
Make you guys laugh, but it was heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? It was from my heart.
I loved him.
Yeah. Were you familiar with?
They don't care about that.
We love Harold. We love Harold. Some of the great films.
They don't care if you love them, okay? It's me that they want to hear from.
At the Buddha Valley going.
Dana, how was it working for Harold? Yeah. And had you known much about his work prior to film?
Nothing.
No.
Like I said, Michael was the one who helped me figure out who everybody was and teach me what to know about them. But I wanted to bring up that I find that fans all have bad family vacations happen to them, and
Yes.
that's why they love this movie so much. So, and we all, 40 years later, it's not so bad as we remembered, maybe. And we might do it again with them 40 years later, but maybe not. Is that what most people?
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. We want another vacation movie, everybody? What do you think?
Not a bad idea.
Dear Warner Brothers,
What if it was like a
Wake up!
multiverse? A multiverse. Multiverse is popular these days. What if we brought back every Rusty?
great fucking idea. That's the script. Wow, I like that, dude.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Would you do it, Chevy? What would be your plot?
Of course I
Yeah,
would.
for a new vacation movie. Let's end on that because fans are always asking about another vacation movie. We bring the family all back together. What would be the basic plot? Where would we see the
Well,
family
I had
40 years
an idea I
later?
started writing, actually,
Yeah.
which was Vacation in the North Pole, at the North Pole. And it begins, this is how far I got with it. It begins with showing just white snow, right? And as the camera moves along, you see dog shit here and there. And then as you keep going around, there's a dog taking a crap in the snow. And as you then move further, you come to an igloo out front, a little table, me and Eddie
Yeah.
are playing something like Monopoly or whatever. Somehow we've all crashed into the snow in the North Pole.
Oh my gosh.
The whole family. Nobody's, killed, but basically Randy and I ended up there. I don't know. That's sort of where I left off. I didn't know where to go with it.
Who wants National Lampoon's North Pole Vacation, everybody? Coming to you guys. Y'all, we're out of time, but these folks are at their tables all weekend long. This was a treat. This was a pleasure. Please give it up one more time for Dana Barron, Anthony Michael Hall, and Chevy Chase.
Thank you very much. Great to see you. Thanks. Wonderful to have you as fans. That'll be $50.